Good morning, student. Today we'll begin with the topic specific heat capacity. What is the definition? How you define? It is the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of that body through 1 degree Celsius. Now suppose if the specific heat of an object is C, the mass of an object is M, and if the temperature is raised by T, then the heat energy absorbed is given as M into C into T. So that is this delta T. In the same way, if the specific heat of an object is C, the mass of the object is M, and if the temperature is decreased by delta T, then how you find out the heat energy lost by the object? It will be M into C into delta T. Delta T will be decrease in temperature and this will be the increase in temperature. Now this is the experiment to prove that different substances have different specific heats. From this we will understand what is the meaning of specific heat. Now you take a three balls, that is iron, then copper and the lead. You put them in the boiling water for some time and then you take out and measure their temperature. Since they are put in boiling water, all will have the same temperature as 100 degrees Celsius. Then you put them immediately on the thick slab of wax. After that you note down which ball has penetrated the most. So the ball which absorbs more heat from the water will give more heat to the wax. So more wax will thus melt and the ball will go deeper. Now from the experiment it is been seen that iron goes deepest into the wax. So this means that it has absorbed the more heat from the water and hence it has given the heat to the wax. And the lead you can say it has will go to the least, so that means it has absorbed the less heat, and the copper will be the intermediate. So from this it is proved that for equal rise in temperature the three balls have absorbed the different amounts of heat. This means that the property which determines the amount of heat absorbed by the ball is different for the three balls, and this property is called as specific heat capacity. This property determines what the amount of the heat absorbed by the object. So from this you will understand what is the meaning of specific heat capacity. Now we'll move to the next topic, that is principle of heat exchange. What is the meaning of that? If the hot object and the cold object are brought in contact with one another, there will be the exchange of the heat from where to where, from the hot to the cold object. So the cold object will the temperature will goes on increasing. Why? Because due to the gain of energy, while the temperature will goes on decreasing for the hot object due to the loss of the energy. Now this will continue till the temperature of both the objects reach the same value. Now during this process, I said the cold object gains heat energy and the hot object loses heat energy. If they are separated from the system, so that is from the environment, so that means heat, it is resistance in the box only. So there will be no exchange of heat of the object with the environment, so that it is called as a calorimeter. So that means no energy can flow from inside of the box or no energy can come into the box. So this it is called as a principle of heat exchange. Here the formula, it is heat energy lost by the hot object is equal to the heat energy lost by heat energy gained by the cold object. So this is the meaning of the principle of the heat exchange. Now based on this one sum it is there, which is in page number 69. Example: how much heat energy is necessary to raise the temperature of 5 kg of water? What is the mass of the water? 5 kg. Then heat energy is necessary to raise. So specific heat of the water is 1 kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius. And the temperature from 20 to 100. So you have to find delta T. It will be 100 minus 20. So that is 80. So that is energy to be supplied to water. So that means energy gained by the water. It will be mass of the water, that you know it is 5. Then specific heat you know it is 1, and the change in temperature you know it is 80. So 5 into 80 it will be 400 kilocalorie. So therefore the heat required to raise the temperature of the water is equal to 400 kilocalorie. So this is how you calculate the heat energy. Now this sum, it is based on the exercise that is last, which is there in the numericals. So that is in the question number 9 it is, so that is D. Question number 9, A it is there and D it is there, and the remaining sum B and C it is not there. What it is said, a calorimeter has mass 100 gram. Now you will see this is given in CGS unit, specific unit is given in the specific heat is given in the SI unit. So what you do, you do the conversion, convert gram into kilogram. So mass of the calorimeter, so that is 100 gram, it will be 0.1. And what is the specific heat, it is given, it contains 250 gram of liquid. So mass of the liquid will be 0.25 gram. What is the temperature of the liquid, 30. It is where this is in the calorimeter na, so the temperature of the calorimeter will also be 30, and then the specific heat of the liquid is given as 0.4. Then what it is said, if we drop a piece of ice, if ice is dropped into the calorimeter having the liquid, obviously the temperature of the liquid will drop, and obviously the temperature of the calorimeter will also drop. So what it is asked, you have to find the temperature of the mixture. First you have to find the latent heat of the, that is melting of the ice. First find that, then you have to find the heat loss by calorimeter, then you find the heat loss by the liquid, then apply the principle of the heat exchange. So that is heat loss is equal to the heat gain. Okay, now this mass of the ice is 10 gram, that is convert into kilogram. Temperature of ice is 0 degree Celsius. Specific heat capacity of water is 1 kilo calorie. Latent heat of melting of ice 80. Now what you have to assume that temperature of the mixture be T. So heat lost by calorimeter represented by Q1, mass of the calorimeter, then specific heat and the fall in the temperature. So it is mass of the calorimeter which is 0.1, then specific heat of the calorimeter 0.1, fall in the temperature will be 30 minus T. So that is Q1 is equal to 0.01. You have to multiply na 0.1 into 0.1. Then it is 30 minus T. Next it will be the heat lost by the liquid Q2. Mass of the liquid, specific heat and fall in the temperature. What is the mass of liquid? 0.25. Specific heat 0.4 and fall in temperature 30 minus T. So you just add this, multiply this 0.25 into 0.4, you will get this. Now next it is a heat gain by the ice. Now during the conversion into the water, it will absorb the heat and then ice will be converted into water. So mass of ice then into latent heat of melting of ice 0.01 into 80, you will get this. Then heat gained by the water at 0 degree Celsius to convert to the water at T degree Celsius. So mass into specific heat capacity into rise in temperature. So that is 0.01, specific heat capacity is 1, rise in temperature, so that means it will be final minus initial. This, then total heat gain, so that is Q, which is a heat gain, so that is about 0.8, then plus 0.01 T. Total heat gain, so that is Q. Then this is a total heat gain, but according to the principle of heat exchange, heat gain is equal to heat lost, Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. What is Q? You got it. What is Q1? This. And what is Q2? This is the. So here you just, this is 30 minus T, it is common. So take that, and then this is 0.01 plus 0.01, 0.1, this is in one bracket. This is the algebraic expression, you know how to do this. Then next it is, after that here 0.01 plus 0.1, you will get this answer. Then 30 minus T, then you have to do the expansion formula. Then afterwards T take this side, and then 0.8 you take this side, so this will be the answer. So the remaining whatever it is, so that answers I will give you. And the one more sum it is remaining. So this is the question number 9a. What it is asked, that equal heat is given to two objects A and B of the mass 1 gram. temperature of A increases by 3 degrees Celsius and B by 5 degrees Celsius. So which object has more specific heat and by what factor? So it is said specific heat capacity of the body, it is given by what? Here heat is M into Q, that M into C into T. C is the specific heat. So specific heat will be delta Q upon M into T. This is a general expression. So let Q calorie of heat is given to both A and B. So for body A, same calorie of heat is given, so Q will be same. Specific heat it is different. S1 will be Q, so 1 into 3, so that means increase temperature is 3, so Q upon 3. For body B, it will be Q 1 into 5, so Q upon 5. Now just this do in the ratio proportion S1 upon S2 divided in the ratio, so that is Q upon 3 divided by Q upon 5. So Q will get cancelled. It will be 5 upon 3. So S1 is equal to 5 upon 3 S2. Thus the specific heat capacity of the body A is more than body B and by the factor of 5 upon 3. Remember here I have used the formula. See, heat formula, it is given as M into C into T. Okay, where C is the specific heat. Here the formula of the specific heat it is being applied. So then you will understand this. You can see here the formula of specific heat it is this. Heat energy is this. So heat energy is given as Q is equal to M into C into T. So what will be C? C will be Q upon M delta T. So like this it is.